another slim chance may come later on Sunday.
All right, Matt. Well, an investigation by state examiners into the practices of a Morristown dentist have ended. This is a story 6 News has been following for you since July. And as 6 News consumer investigator Don Dare reports, the state handed down the most extreme punishment out there.
Disciplinary action taken by the State Dental Board against David Harrison has been swift and decisive. The board has revoked the Morristown dentist's license, stripping him of his ability to work in Tennessee. In this consent order obtained by 6 News, unprofessional conduct is cited as one of the grounds for taking such extreme measures.
It was agonizing.
June McClary was one of Harrison's first patients to call 6 News. She was also one of the first to contact state investigators about the dentist's practice.
I don't think he needs to have a license anywhere, because if this is the way he conducts his practice, this is unacceptable, because he's harming people. He's causing people to be harmed.
4 months ago, Mrs. McClary showed us pictures of burn marks to the roof of her mouth, suffered hours after her dentures were relined. She said it was Jennifer Harrison, the dentist's wife, who relined the dentures. Mrs. Harrison passed herself off as a dental assistant, but records show she wasn't licensed. It says in the consent order that he allowed his wife to perform services such as mixing and making soft liners.
She's the one who always saw me. He did my first post-op, but she did my second post-op.
All by herself?
All by herself.
Mrs. McClary and 3 other patients told similar stories, that Harrison's wife assisted in their care, that the dentist knew about it but did nothing to stop it. In the order, the board writes, Dr. Harrison allowed his unlicensed wife to perform services, such as exposing x-rays, making impressions, adjusting dentures, and assisting chairside. That he allowed her to sign his initials or name to treatment records for controlled substances, whether he was in the office or not. David Harrison operated the Affordable Dentures business in Morristown. After our calls for an interview were ignored in early July, we attempted to reach Harrison outside his office without success. Within days after our reports aired, the company's corporate office, Affordable Care, fired Harrison and temporarily closed the clinic.
John Brown.
As we reported in late August, Affordable Dentures in Morristown has since reopened. A new dentist is in charge, and former patients like Annie Norwood and others have received new dentures.
There's seven dentists on the board.
Dr. John Osborne is president of the Tennessee Dental Association. He says the dental board could have issued less serious sanctions against Harrison.
Again, there are fines, there are remedial actions. There are several other things that they can do without revoking the license. You know, as dentists, we are behind the board because, you know, a bad actor reflects badly on all of us.
Over the past 12 months, 28 dentists have been reprimanded and fined in disciplinary action by the State Dental Board, according to public records. More serious sanctions over the last year include 4 dentists placed on probation and fined, and 2 had their license suspended, 1 for 2 years. David Harrison becomes only the 2nd dentist in the past year to lose the privilege of practicing in Tennessee. His revocation notice will now be placed on a nationwide database informing dental boards in other states of the adverse action. Don Dare, 6 News.
Now here's a little more information for you. In Louisiana in 2004, we found out that Dr. Harrison voluntarily surrendered his license instead of facing allegations of incompetence for abandoning patients and taking payments for services not rendered, among other charges. Harrison has since left Morristown and apparently moved out of Tennessee.